Sabaran tubelang mulweni Abu Shani di Macheroni. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, good day, goeiedag, away masakanders. My name is Winston and welcome back to my channel, Bushies van Boer. On this channel, we discuss everything relating to small-scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money and enjoy the fruit of your labor. And in today's video, I promised you that I will show you what Geyserwise is and how it works. Right over here, that is the controller right next to the DB board, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So this is the Geyserwise controller that's normally inside of your house right next to your DB board. So there's the geyser. If I flip the switch off, this will go off. So what this does is that if you haven't seen that video, I will leave a link at the end of this video where I replaced the element of our geyser and I showed you how the thermostat looks like, and that actually what you see there is the 55. That is the current degrees of the water right now. All right, so what I've done was we've set this thing to say 55 degrees is enough. It's hot enough for us in our house for normal use, the hot water, that is. So let me go over and show you what the features are of this Geyserwise, right? Alright, so if I flip this Geyserwise switch, these two are directly linked to each other. So if I flip this, or if your power goes out, then this thing will die. Let me show you. There you go. Geyser's down, so Geyserwise is off, completely off, right? So let me flip the switch again, and you'll see that now it's going on. And the first reading that you will get, it is 54. That is the heat, how hot the water right now in the geyser is. It shows you that it's Saturday, and this is the time. Let me just show my watch. It's about a couple of minutes off, but that is the time that you see over there. So what this does is that this power button, let me go closer. There's a power button that switches not the complete thing off, it switches the element on and off to say go on or go off. So if I switch this on, you'll see that there's 3 red droplets showing that the geyser element is now on. It's heating the water as we speak. If I switch this off, then it means that now the element is set to the timer that is currently that's how the timer was set for it to go on and off. So right now I want to skip these two here because these are just something to toggle with. So I want to go to the button here that says set, and if I press the button set, you'll see that this flickers, which means now it's asking you how hot do you want the water to be. And you can see that we've set ours to 55. Right now it's 54. We've set ours to 55. If you want to go up or down, you use this one. It goes to 54. If you want to go up, back to 55. And that is where I would like for my geyser to be. I would like for it to be at 55, right? So if I press it again, the first time you press, it will tell you how hot you want the geyser. The second one you want to press is to say what day of the week is it right now. Today is Saturday, so I'm going to leave it right there. Then the time, 10:51. My watch says 10:41, so let's change that to 10:41. So there's the hours. To go to the minutes, and I'm going to switch it to 10:41, right? And that is the current time. If you press set, it goes on to the next one. Now it says, you'll see that it flickers on. Monday to Friday, we said switch on at 4 o'clock. Let's just go back there. We have to move a little bit quicker. Monday to Friday, switch on 4 o'clock in the morning. all right? Switch off 7 o'clock in the morning. By then all of us would have bathed and gotten ready for school or work or whatever, so it's fine. Switch on again at 9:30. So we don't know if we're on holiday, if we need water, whenever. So switch on again, 9:30. Switch off again, 12:30. By then, nobody would need home water, right? Then switch on again at 4 o'clock and switch off at 11:30. Depends on who baths and washes what time. 11:30, and obviously it will switch back on 4 o'clock the next morning. Right? So there's a fourth setting that we don't have because we are happy that from 11:30 the geyser must go off, switch off, and switch back on 4 o'clock in the morning. Right? Switch, that's off right there, nothing, right? Then it's asking you, Saturday, what time do you want it to switch on? Now, we are happy with 4 o'clock. I set it to 3 o'clock because of my grandmother's funeral. We had people here, we had to leave early, we had guests, so we had to wake up a little bit earlier, and all of us had to use the warm water, so we set it to 3 o'clock. I just switch it back to 4 o'clock right now. Let's just go back to Saturday. There you go. Saturday, switch on at 4 o'clock, switch off at 8 o'clock. By then we would have gotten up, watched everything, Saturday and Sunday, right? Then switch on again at 12 o'clock, because normally on a Saturday we will go to church, come back. So on a Sunday go to church, come back. Saturday we would normally do nothing or go somewhere shopping or visit or whatever, so we don't need water from 8 to 12. Then switch off again at 10 o'clock. So no, from 12 o'clock switch on, switch back on and then until 10 o'clock. So it depends on what do I want. Let me just go back here. Am I talking nonsense here? So all right, Saturday, switch on at 4 o'clock, switch off at 8 o'clock, switch on at 12 o'clock, switch off at 10 o'clock at night. So that by then we would have been done. And that's the only two settings that we have for Saturday and Sunday, because by then we don't use water outside of those hours, right? And that is the end of the settings that we have. And there you go. Another thing that you need to know is that if the 3 droplets there, I'm going to switch it back on there because I know I've set mine to go off about 10 o'clock, and it must go back on at 12 o'clock. So by 12 o'clock this should go on to say heat up the water. And once your water gets to 54, it starts flickering. These little droplets will start flickering, and then it will show you that it has reached its limit. Let me set this to like 53 and I'll show you what it does. Okay, so let's just leave it like that. Okay, let's just wait until Saturday. Okay, there you go. So I've set my heat. The water needs to be at 53. Right now it's at 54. So this one flickers to say, hey, the water is now warm enough for you to use. The moment it starts dropping to below 53, this will go off, completely off, like this. Let me just switch it back on to 54. And there you go. I switched it on off because the Saturday is supposed to be going on at 12 o'clock. So at 12 o'clock, when 12 o'clock hits, this will go on to heat up my water till 55. Once it reaches 55, those 3 water bubbles will start flickering. And then lastly, what I want to show you is there's some error messages that this thing uses. This Geyserwise comes with a manual, different error messages, we hardly get any. So different error messages, you just need to consult your manual to see if it what error messages gives you and how you need to fix that, right? So guys, that is how Geyserwise works. Simple. The benefit of Geyserwise is for those people that will normally switch the geyser on and off. Now you don't have to do it manually. You can just leave it and this will do the job for you. Now, when you do it normally, you sometimes forget, you get too busy, and by the time you need to bath, the water's ice cold. So this will help you, because remember, the geyser, with the water within the geyser, doesn't cool off completely, right? Except now for if it's the winter and morning hours, it doesn't cool off that quick. Also, there's other ways you can wrap it with a blanket and all of that, or you can insulate your geyser so that the water stays warm. So all it does is, for that hours when you're saying switch off, the water within the geyser stays warm, and by the time the timer kicks in to say switch on again and heat the water, then the water is not so cold. It doesn't need that much time for the geyser to switch on to keep the water warm enough. And also for the probe that's there, it just keeps it at 55. It does not heat it over that. It will flicker to say it's now at 55. The geyser will switch off, and then once you start using the water and it starts filling up again and the water cools down, the geyser kicks in just to maintain that temperature. That's what is so lovely about this thing, because there's no manual intervention at all. And also another plus is that you don't need a thermostat, because the probe that I showed you that's in the geyser, that probe that you need, that's all you need, because that probe works as a thermostat to tell you how hot the water is and when this thing is to switch on. So guys, that's the end of this video. If you like the video or the information that I shared, please give me the thumbs up. If you don't, give me the thumbs down. If you have any questions, suggestions, remember, I'm not an expert. I'm not a plumber or electrician. I'm a normal guy showing you videos in terms of, or making videos showing you things that I use based on experience. So if you have the technical questions, I'm obviously going to refer you to your plumber, but if I can answer it, leave your questions in the comment section down below and I will be sure to answer that for you. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, please destroy the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we have a new update. I'm going to leave that link for you right over here, the video where I have changed the element on our geyser, where I showed you how the probe looks like that goes with a geyser that acts like an thermostat. But that is it from me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.